What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mobile video. So today we're going to be doing kind of a late review of this new Mythic VMP, which is called Toxic Blooms. So before we actually do get into this, I do want to apologize for not being able to make this video earlier, and I'll tell you why. So first off, the Switch 2 came out and I've been enjoying the hell out of this new console. It's amazing. And I will be making a video about that later on, probably to expand further on where not COD Mobile or any COD game should be on that system. But the other reason was that I was kind of like out of town doing some National Guard related business. So I kind of had like no choice but to go to a different city to like just do all these different tasks that I needed. So unfortunately, yeah, I couldn't make videos because of that. By the time the Mythic VMP did come out, I was kind of like already out of town. So there was really no way for me to make the video until now. But now that we're here, we could finally do kind of a late review of it. And I'm not expecting this video to get any amount of high viewership, mainly because all the top creators have already like received this skin at the beginning of last week. So yeah, all of us got just the normal access, including myself. So I don't really expect this video to get a lot of views, but I thought it was fair to give my own thoughts and opinions on this skin. So the name of the weapon, Toxic Blooms, that's the name of the Mythic VMP, which kind of fits the gun pretty well because I know this gun is actually kind of toxic right now because it's extremely overpowered, like literally right next to the USS-9. And knowing that it's the VMP, one of the most notable weapons back in Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, I really knew that there was going to be a mythic for this thing all along. Yeah, a weapon like this does not really warrant a legendary skin. So as per usual, these mythics basically follow the main theme of the season. And of course, this one's more of like a nature forest type of season. So obviously it's going to follow something like that. But how well does it follow, of course, is the question. And I think it does it pretty well. I know not a lot of people kind of expected this type of theme for a mythic of a VMP. If anything, for me, I personally thought the VMP would have like some sort of futuristic theme going along with it. But no, it just happened to land in a more nature-based type of season. So in terms of its normal appearance, just, discounting all the effects, I would say it does a pretty good job at mimicking, the nature theme. But of course, the effects also do play into the theme as well, especially near the back of the iron sight where it's like this little toxic flower. If anything, the effects are probably one of its most notable features for the Mythic itself, because, I mean, I'm sure most of you guys probably run this game in medium graphics, maybe even high graphics, but if you play this thing on very high, holy shit, the effects are absolutely incredible, as you are seeing right now. It's very flashy, it's very vibrant, alongside the iron sight. And that's something that you normally don't see with a lot of Mythic guns that have, digital iron sights. In terms of iron sights, most of them are pretty creative. Don't get me wrong. I'm not criticizing their creativity, but when it comes to like adding more to it, like maybe adding a special lighting effect, with this one, it looks like it would glow in the dark immediately. Like this is one of the first mythics that I've seen in a while that does that. Most of the mythic iron sights have a good design, but they don't light up the way that this one does. Even down to the death effect, it does more or less the same thing. It's very colorful. It also has like that weird, unique lighting that the iron sight or just the overall effects of the weapon do have as well. It's not really intrusive, I would say. If anything, it kind of just disappears pretty quickly. Just overall, this weapon has a lot of vibrant colors to it, which is something that I feel like we've needed for a while. Which is funny to say because a lot of players that reviewed the skin, or at least saw it through like the leaks, actually consider this to be a pretty bad mythic skin. It's something that I've been observing for a while over these past few months that people are not really too impressed on certain designs of new mythics. And I guess that's kind of for the best because you would think that at this point we kind of hit our absolute peak, maybe with the Type 19 or maybe even the AK-47 Radiance. I would say like those two are probably the most peak in terms of like design. USS-9 could arguably be another good one, but yeah, we've been used to seeing so many mythics in the past that we're kind of just numb to anything that comes out that's like brand new. If anything, people just mainly buy it for just convenience. With this new digital iron sight, it does make it a little bit easier to aim. But again, with the VMP, it's like it's not really that necessary because the VMP already has a very good iron sight by default. So really, you don't actually need to get the mythic skin at all. Especially like if you're a competitive player who plays this game on a regular basis, specifically with ranked, like top 5,000 level type of shit. Yeah, people, like, you don't really have to buy this one. Like, this is not one of the more mandatory ones. So now that we talked about a lot of good things about this weapon, there is one considerable weak trait that this thing does have. And I'm pretty sure you guys already know what I'm going to say, but it's actually the reload animation. So most of the reload animations for Mythics are actually very creative, but this one's not really that great. Maybe that's by design because, you know, the VMP normally has a pretty decently fast reload speed, so I don't really expect them to make something extremely creative, knowing that some of the animations might require a longer time than the actual reload speed that the gun could normally use. So overall, this is I guess my review on the VMP Mythic. Like I said, the effects are probably its best portion. The camo coverage is good as well. I forgot to mention that. It covers pretty well. If anything, it's actually pretty balanced. But yeah, should you pick it up? Probably not. I mean, I think you'll do well with the normal one anyways, unless you like creative skins or unless you've been collecting mythics for a long time. But really, that's the only reason why I buy them at this point. But anyways, hope you guys have a good day. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe for some more COD mode content. I'll see you guys next time with the Chopper Hell Dog Prestige video.